Welcome, students. Welcome to our English classes once again. And we are dealing with the most humorous part of our textbook, entire textbook in one way. It is nothing but the brave potter. In the previous class, we have seen the episode of the tiger and between the tiger and the leek. The tiger thought that the leek is very dangerous and it's going to frighten all the beings in the forest, and in one way the tiger even thought that this leek is more dangerous than the tiger. So and all the animals are talking lies with him. So why do all the animals afraid of me? I don't understand. And this leek is going to be more powerful and more dangerous than me. So if I won't listen to his words, it's even going to kill me. So why should I die unnecessarily in the hands of this leek? So it is better to follow his instructions. So by thinking like that, the tiger slept near the hut, and within few minutes, within a short period of time, the tiger heard some big sounds or screamings very near to his ears. Immediately he got woke up, and in the next moment he heard that noise, and not only that noise, the sound is followed by big blowings on his head and shoulders. So immediately the tiger remembered the leek. Oh, the leek has come nearer to me. It's going to kill me. So till now it frightened the women inside the hut. Now it came near to me to kill me. So like that it got shivering. So what is the next alternative thing? It is better to listen to his words. So then he started obeying the orders of the leek. First, hey, get up, you bloody donkey! You made me to run in the middle of the forest on this rainy day. So the leek started scolding like anything. So raise your head. The tiger raised his head. Raise your hands. Raise your legs. The tiger raised his leg. So immediately the creature bought a big rope and tied the tiger with that big rope. So in the next moment, the creature sat on the back of the tiger. Come on, go ahead. Go towards the home. So like that, the leek ordered the tiger. So within after 1 hour or after some time, slowly the tiger reached a hut. So there the leek came down and went into the hut. So before going to the hut, the leek tied. So it is leek for the tiger. But what is this leek? So we don't understand. So after some time, that leek tied the tiger with a big chain to the nearby tree. So this happened. And we learned about this thing. So what happened next? So next we go to the second episode about the potter. The tired potter came to his house. He drank the palm wine and he got so much of energy. The more he drank the palm wine, the better he felt. So like that he consumed the entire palm wine and he felt better. And now he remembered about his donkey. Oh, last night I tied my donkey out of the hut. So what happened to my donkey? I should go there and find it out. So he went there, but he did not find his donkey. So he got very angry upon his donkey. He scolded his donkey like anything. You bloody donkey, you dirty donkey. So if I find you, I'm going to kill you like anything. So let me find you. So see what I'm going to do. So nowadays I'm going to kill you like anything if I find anywhere in the forest. So be careful. Like that he became very angry upon his donkey and started searching for it. Finally he found his donkey near this hut, and imagining in his drunken state, he imagined the tiger to be his donkey, and he sat on the tiger and brought it to his hut and tied it before his hut and went inside. So early in the morning, when the villagers who passed by his hut, they found the tiger being tied before his hut and felt very happy and also surprised and shocked to see the tiger before the potter's house. So actually this tiger has been killing away all their cattle and creating a lot of disturbance in the village. Even they lodged a complaint, gave a complaint to the king to catch this tiger, but nobody could able to catch it. But at last, this potter had caught the tiger and tied it before his hut. Like that, the villagers started praising him like anything. The same information was passed on to the potter. See, a potter, you did a very great thing. You caught the tiger with your single hand. So what a brave person you are. I didn't do anything. So he kept a innocent face and started expressing his innocence before the villagers. So I don't know anything. I don't know from where the tiger came from. So what happened to tiger? So my tiger, where has it gone? Like that, he started thinking about his donkey, and he also felt sorry that how his donkey could able to turn into a tiger. So this is his problem. So without his donkey, he can't do his daily activities. But all of a sudden, his donkey changed into a tiger. So who will take care of this man now? Who will do all the donkey's work for him? Okay, so this is actually the problem of the potter, but nobody is there to listen or to think about his problem. So they started calling him as brave potter, you are our brave potter, so you are our hero, you did a great thing. So like that, they started praising him like anything. Like that, an ordinary potter became a brave potter. So now we got the title, the brave potter. So how did this title, and from where did this title come from? It came from his bravery. So what is his bravery? So drinking the palm wine is his bravery. So it brought a good luck for him. So don't try to practice these things. It's always dangerous. So it's just a funny story. That's why we should enjoy it, but not try to follow them in our life. So he drank a lot of palm wine. So in his drunken state, this fellow mismatched or mistake by mistake, he confused and identified his donkey in the tiger. So like that, an ordinary potter became the brave potter. So this is the second episode. So now coming to the third episode. So the potter's luck or the potter's fortune has not ended with this. So it has extended in his coming days also. Let us see what happened to him. Yes, a few years later, war broke out between the potter's country and a much stronger neighbor. War. So definitely when you talk about the kings, so we talk about the wars, battles between the two emperors. So here, in one way, the potter's empire, the potter's king is not a strong king. He is not a brave king. And he is not having much enemy or much army, he is not having much army to protect or defend his country from his neighbors. So that's why the king is also very much worried about the kingdom's protection. So that too, this king is not having a proper general. So general means he is the most powerful person. So the general, they only make some strategies, they only make some plans to defeat the enemies. So in Bahubali movie also we have seen how Bahubali and Katappa, these two people, prepare some strategies. So Trisula Vyuham, this Vyuham is nothing but strategy. So basing on this strategy, they deploy the army and they defeat the enemies. So there is no army, there is no proper army, and at the same time there is no proper person to lead the army in a right way. The king himself won't go for the war. If the king goes to the war, so that will be the end of the kingdom. That will be the end of the empire. Because if the king is captured, so take it granted that everything is captured by our enemy. So that's why nobody will send the king in the first instance. Okay, so that's why the king should not go for the war. He should send his general. He should send his powerful army to fight with the enemy. So this fellow is also very much worried about his kingdom, about his army, about the general. So that fellow is holding his head and thinking about a proper man to lead the army. So he arranged a conference. He summoned all his ministers. Oh, ministers, please come now. Why, sir? Why, Your Honor? Why, Mr. Majesty? Because our strong enemy. So the enemy is very, very powerful. So he wanted to wage a war on our kingdom. He wanted to occupy our kingdom. So he wanted to attack our kingdom. But you all know that ours is a weak kingdom. So my problem is I want a good leader. I want a good general to lead our army towards the battlefield. So please give me or please suggest a suitable person. So like that he expressed his opinion. He expressed his grief or sorrow before his courtiers. But everybody kept their head down. And they too they drowned their head between their hands. So what to do now? It's a great problem. It's a great calamity for the country. So what to do now? So can you go and fight with our enemies? No, king. So we have our family and we are just courtiers. We are just your ministers. We are not the generals. Please excuse me. Like that everybody started going away from the proposal. So nobody is ready to do it. So finally, the king immediately gathered a large army, but he realized that it was not strong enough to save his country from the defeat. So he gathered a large army by using his power, by using his command. He gathered the people, he gathered the youth to participate in the battle. So gathering the soldiers is not the only thing to get the victory. So we need a proper leader. That is the main problem. So my dear ministers, I could able to gather the soldiers, but from where can I bring a suitable general to our army? So I need a very powerful person. I need a very brave person. I need a very intelligent person. So all these qualities should be possessed in our general. So please do something and select one great person as our general. So I'm putting this burden on all of you. Please suggest me one. So what can the ministers do at the time? So, but he realized he needed a hero to lead the army. Where could he find such a brave man? That is the problem. So where can I find such a brave person all of a sudden? The king hurriedly called the ministers together and asked them their advice. Please suggest one person. Please, it's urgent, it's emergency. So everybody kept their faces, burrowed their faces between their hands and kept silent. After a while, one of the ministers remembered the story of the brave potter. All of a sudden, the young minister, one of the ministers, he remembered the story of the grave potter. What was the story? So just we learned about it. A potter caught a tiger. A potter tied the tiger before his hut. That was spreading like a viral. Just today, even a small incident is also spreading like viral in our social media. So like that, at those times there was no social media. That's why the message didn't reach the king, but it reached the ministers. So like that, so one by one, the message finally reached the minister. So this minister remembered that story. Oh, king, I know a person. Please tell me, who is that person? So I know about a potter. Potter? So how can a potter be a general? No potter, no king, no majesty. He is not an ordinary potter. But who is he? He is a great potter. Why? How? He is a brave potter. So then he narrated the entire story to the king and explained his story to him. Oh, your majesty, The minister said, I know someone who can lead our army. So you want a leader? So I know a person who can lead our army, who can definitely who can bring victory to our country. So do you want the success? Do you want the victory? Yes. Hey minister, who is that person? So I'm eagerly waiting for that person. Please tell me. So then he proposed the name of the great brave Potter. Oh, why you're waiting? For what you're waiting for? Immediately you send the message to the brave Potter. The king immediately sent a messenger to the potter's house. Who is there? Come here. Yes, Majesty. So you go to the brave potter's house and immediately you ask him to meet me tomorrow morning. Okay, so go immediately. You tell him that fellow, the king made him the general of the army. So when the potter realized that he had been made the general of the army, so there won't be any other person more than the general. General category is the final category. He is the leader he is the commander-in-chief of the entire army force in the country. The highest position next to the king. So that kind of position is offered to this. What is luck? So do you want that type of luck? After all, this is a folk story. So anything may happen in the folk stories, but in our real life, we should compulsorily work hard to achieve our dreams. Okay, so listen. He sent that messenger, hey, you go to the brave potter's house, inform him that the king made him the general of the army, and you tell him that it is the king's order to meet me tomorrow morning. Okay, now you can go. So the messenger went to the potter's house. Who is there? Potter, sir. General, sir. Okay, who are you? So I am the king's messenger. What do you want? The king asked me to inform you this thing. So what is that message? So you are our general. So the king appointed you as the general of our army, and he wanted to see you tomorrow morning. Okay, sir. So this is my message. So he went away from that place. So now the real problem started for the potter. So is it a problem? For an ordinary man, for a normal person like that, it is a bumper offer. So we just raise above the ground level. So we just skip on our single head and try to dance at the time, because we got the biggest fortune in our life. But this fellow, see how the potter reacted to that message. The king had ordered you to go to the palace the next day. How could he, a poor, ignorant potter, become the general of the army? How could the poor, innocent, ignorant, illiterate, weak person could become the general? So is there any qualification in this potter? So at least there should be one or two qualifications in a person to become the general. At least to get a peon post, we need the minimum qualification. You should have passed 10th class. You should be able to read, write, something like that. So some minimum qualifications should be there to become a peon, or to do some small job. But to become the general, what type of qualifications a person should possess? But here this fellow is not even having the minimum of the minimum qualifications. He's not a literate. He's not a brave person. He's not an intelligent person. So in any way, in any angle, he's not suitable to that profession or to that post at all. But luck is always with him. Okay? So what you think will be entirely different from what the Almighty thinks about you. Yeah. So how could a poor, ignorant potter become the general of the army? He had never carried a sword. Nor had he even ride a horse. So ride, road, ridden. So nor had he ever ridden a horse. So he had not seen a horse at all in his lifetime. If you ask him to ride a donkey, he could ride it with skill and ease. But now a soldier, the army general, should not ride the donkey. No, no king. I go to the war field with my donkey means will the king allow it? Or can the donkey run like a horse? No, no, no. So you should definitely know how to ride a horse and how to hold a sword. So that's why in Bahubali movie also in the first scene we know how Bahubali and his brother trained in using the sword under the guidance of Katappa and other great warriors. So okay, we should know how to at least, you may not be a skilled person or a proficient person or do mastery in that skill. At least he should know how to hold a sword. So how to sit on the horseback, how to use and how to hold the, what we say in Telugu, we call them as kallalu. In English we call them as reins. How to sit on the saddle. So these are the minimum qualifications a person should know. So before joining in army also, they are given a lot of training in all these skills. But I don't know how to hold a sword. I don't know how to sit on the horse. I don't know. I have never seen a horse in my lifetime. So how can I become a general? So he kept a question mark after listening to the messenger words. Oh, I shall die because of the stupid donkey. Again he started thinking and scolding his donkey. Hey, everything is because of my donkey. Oh, stupid donkey. Idiot, stupid. I kill you like anything. Only because of you, the entire problems are falling on my head. If you had not missed on the day, if you had not gone away from my house at that time, I would not have caught the tiger. I would not have imagined the tiger to be you and caught before my hut. So only because of that incident, I became a brave porter. Now see what is happening to me. Now the king appointed me as the general. Is there any relation? So all this thing is because of you. So in Telugu also we have seen a movie, Anta mi valle. మీ పెద్దలు ఉన్నారే, like that we remember that dialogue. So anta nee valle, everything is because of this donkey. So like that he started. So it's a great fortune for his life, but he's not taking that fortune as a fortune. Even that fortune is thinking as a bad luck in his life. Okay. Oh, he ground the potter to his wife. Oh, he started scolding the donkey. He started growling, "Aye, because of you," like that. He started shouting at his wife, to his wife. He has only brought us trouble. So donkey, so this donkey is bringing all sorts of troubles in my life. So like that, he cursed his donkey. And he started thinking his luck to be his bad luck. Nobody can help them. So we have seen in some movie, I have seen the Ali's character. In the beginning, we see him calling the goddess Lakshmi, "Oh, Lakshmi, come on," like that. So when the goddess Lakshmi appeared before him, he thought her to be a drama artist. No, I don't want you. You go away from this place. So if the luck knocks the unlucky person's door, the fellow cannot understand the difference between luck and misfortune. So here also the same thing happened for him. But here his luck is stronger than his bad luck. That's why he got all these opportunities. The next day he went with his wife to the capital. Hey, wife, please come with me. So you be with me. So if you are with me, I can talk, I can stand at least bravely before the king. So you two come with me. Like that he requested his wife to come with him. So his wife also accompanied him, went with him. He went to the capital. The king was pleased to see him and ordered the potter to lead the army into battle the next day. So by seeing this potter, "Oh, potter, I am very lucky to have a great man like you. So really, our kingdom has made some fortune to see or to have a great man like you. So immediately you take the responsibilities and you lead our army. From today you are our leader. So I'm giving all powers to you. So you lead the army and bring victory to our country. The enemy were not far from the gates of the city. So they are waiting away from the gates. So they are just outside the gate of our kingdom. Okay, they are waiting for us. So we are also waiting for you. So please go and bring victory for us. A splendid house had been prepared for the potter and his wife. Today you take rest. Early in the morning you go to the battlefield. You stand like a lion before the enemies. So the enemies should frighten just by seeing your face. Okay, so you should shake the enemies like anything. Your voice, your thunderbolt voice should frighten, and all the enemies should fled away from the war field just having a look at you. So okay, so I'll fight like a ferocious lion in the battle. These are my wishes. I hope I keep 100% faith on you, my dear Potter. You are going to bring victory for us. So okay, all the best. Go to the palace and take, eat, and do whatever you like today. And tomorrow don't forget to go the war field. The horse. And we also arranged a beautiful, splendid palace for you, and the horse which would carry him into the battle was ready in the stable. So the horse is also ready in the stable. So well-trained horse is waiting for you. Generally, they won't keep some useless horses or untrained horses in the war field. So the horse is trained in such a way that it can understand the feelings, emotions, and also the gestures made by the warriors. Okay, so that type of trained horse. So the horse should read and understand the mind of the riders. So they also should try to escape. The horses will also try to escape from the enemy's attack. So that type of horse, a very powerful, strong, running horse is arranged for you, Mr. Potter, in the stable. So be prepared for the war. So all the best, he said. That night the Potter could not sleep. So if he was a real warrior, he could have happily slept on that day. But he is not a warrior. He don't know how to ride the horse. He don't know how to hold the sword. He don't know about the war practices. And he is afraid. He is a very timid, shy person. So can a person like him get a sound sleep before the war time? So this fellow also could not able to sleep at that time. He was nervous. He started shaking like anything. So what will happen the next day? So So this fellow is thinking and confirmed that he was going to die on the next day in his enemy's hand. So this donkey is bringing death to me. So because of this donkey, all these problems are created in my life. So he started scolding his donkey. He started blaming his misfortune. He started thinking about his fate on the next day. So all these things happened in his day. And worried because he did not know how to ride a horse. Here the main problem is not to fight, not about the war with the enemy. His main problem is how to go to the battlefield. I don't know how to ride the horse. How can I sit on the horse? How can I ride the horse? How can I go to the battlefield? How can I sit on the horse before the enemy? So just the way I sit on the horse, just by seeing the way I am sitting on the horse, the enemy may know about my strength. So definitely he is going to kill me like anything. So with all these thoughts, he could not able to sleep on that day. So what happened to the brave Potter? How he went to the war field? How he attacked the enemies? So did he really bring victory to his country or not? So all these things we are going to learn in the next class. Until then, you all read the lesson, enjoy this lesson. So recently I have seen one episode in Jabardast, Adira B's Jabardast. The same concept is taken in his as his theme and performed in that show. Okay, I'm telling that the story itself is a great inspiration for many people. Okay, how this story inspired the writer to translate into English language. Actually, it is a Telugu one. I told you in the beginning class. So it's a great inspiration. Enjoy this type of stories and try to make your life happy, happier and happiest. So let us meet in the next class. Until then, have a nice day and have a nice reading. Okay, thank you.